You're a loser. You're a sad bastard. You live on your own. No missus to make you Christmas dinner. And you've got the culinary skills of a dog. But have no fear, because me and my big black mate here are going to hand you the keys to culinary mastery, so you too can enjoy a festive feast. This is Christmas dinner for a fucking loser. First of all, we'll go through the ingredients I'm using for this Christmas dinner. Of course, we've got some locally sourced turkey. I say locally sourced, I mean, it's from Brazil. It was packed in Rotherham, but I bought it from the local shop. We've got some more locally sourced meat. I think it's turkey, but I'm not sure. I don't read Polish. I don't have a fucking clue. Dish of meat au jus. And it was 91% meat, so we'll try some of that as well. It's got some nice, fat and stuff in it, so, we could, make some gravy with this. We've got some sort of patty. I mean, I think that's a turkey on the front. Again, we can try and sort of make all this into a gravy. Of course, we've got some freshly dug up potatoes, so we'll make some nice roasts with those. I hope it's John Bell. Now, as I say, these spuds have been freshly dug out of the ground, and unfortunately, I don't have a source of clean water in this garage, but we do need to clean all that off. There could be chemicals and all sorts that they've used to fertilise them, and you just don't know. So, what we're going to use is some brake cleaner. Look at that. Clean as out, look. We've got a Lee. We'll cut that up, try and make it into some sort of cabbage dish. Pick some of these pieces up. There we go, look. Got some Brussels sprouts, parsnips, cooked them. These were 5p a bag from Aldi. Got some sage and onion stuffing. I do prefer ripping the stuffing out of my missus, but I don't have one. I'm single, hence why I'm cooking Christmas dinner in my garage on my own like a loser. Out of date bread. We'll try and mush this up into some bread sauce. And to cook everything in, I've got a block of lard. Now normally I would go down to the local HGV garage where they service all the knacker wagons and scrape up some of the gristle up off the floor of the tipping body, but unfortunately being Christmas they're shut, so I can't do that, so I've had to buy this lard for 50p, but it will do the same job, maybe just not as flavourful. And for cooking, we're going to be using this Swedish Army triangle stove, which hasn't been used since I cooked those knackers, and we've got this ICD, or improvised cooking device, which I've made with this bag of charcoal I got from the Co-op years ago for about 20p, which I've rigged on the back of this Toyota Hilux pickup. Now before we do anything else, we'll get the stove going and get some water boiling for veg, as we don't have an oven. Just put a bit of methylated spirits in there. This stove only cost me about a tenner, but that was in like 2006, so they might be a bit more now, but they're still cheap enough for a lonely sort of loser. Here we go, look, best way to light them. Oh fuck! Go on! Fucking hell! I think it is lit though, we have lit it. I don't think I've put enough fuel in, so we'll just try and add a bit more. Oh, fucking hell. That's it. Oh shit! Fucking fuck! Oh fuck! Jesus fucking Christ! Oh! Bloody hell! Oh yeah! Fucking... Oh, fuck! Kelly and Luke, I am sorry for your loss here. And Ethan, I don't think your uncle's coming to see you this Christmas. Oh, fuck. You're alright. Right, well, that black fella landed on the extension lead and, well, that's on fire now. Oh dear. Right, forget what you've saw there, we'll just get some water on the boil now. Right, let's get our improvised cooking device going as well. I'll put it on some chocks of wood so that it doesn't set fire to the pickup. There we go, look. Now you're probably thinking, how am I going to cook on this charcoal? There's no grill. Well, a few years ago we got the job of clearing out the Indian down in the village. It was absolutely disgusting, it was vile inside. I'd never eat from one of them shops again. But we did find a box of these foil trays, so I'm just going to put the stuff straight in these, straight on top of there. It's a tried and tested method, it works. Fucking hell. Get some of them spread out a bit. Then what we'll do, we'll get a few of these foil trays and cut off some chunks of lard into each one. One for roast potatoes, one for meat, one for parsnips, one for stuffing. Chuck them on there, get the oil melting. Right, those taters are nice and clean. We'll cut them up into chunks, make some roast taters, well, sort of roast taters. We don't have an oven, but they'll be alright. Straight into the pan with boiling water. Look at that. Right, well, this is all getting a bit chaotic, so we'll get some of this this meat stuff in one of the... Oh, Jesus fucking... Look at that. Get some of this pate stuff that I assume is turkey. Chucky, get a lump of that in there. Like I say, try and make our own gravy with the meat. What a steak. Right, I've sort of put a lid on top of the meat to make an improvised oven, but we'll get some stuff in now and chuck that in one of these lard filled containers. Whoa! Get some water in there as well. Look at that. Christ. Put a lid on that as well. Right, let's see how these taters are doing. Oh, yeah. Couple more minutes maybe. Then we'll chuck them in one of our roasting tins. While we're waiting for them to finish boiling, we'll prepare a parsnip. Don't really know what I'm doing, but I sort of do it into strips like that. Do something. Should have had a chopping board. We've got an old plate. There we go. Then when the spuds are finished, we'll put them in the pan and put the spuds in a tray. Right, well, taters are done. Put them in there. Oh, fucking hell. Try and transfer that onto there. Fucking hell. Bloody hell. Hell, it's hot. Get them cooking away nicely and we'll do the rest of the veg. Right, put that boiling water back in the main pan. Back on the heat. And we'll chuck our parsnips in. Straight in. Boil them up. Ah! Fucking hell! Fuck me! Hell, everything's going well. Taters. Dog food. Right, we'll chuck some of this actual turkey in with that meat as well. This is already cooked, so it doesn't need to... We just want to heat it up a bit, really. Just get a good bit there, look. Just slap some straight in there. Another chunk of lard on top, fuck it. Make some good gravy, won't it? Now for the bread sauce. Well, I don't have a clue. I guess we'll just get some of this out-of-date stale bread. Rip it into some small crumbs. Chuck that in another tray with some water and lard. See what happens, sort of. Maybe mix it up a bit. Don't just know. Oh, I don't know, it's starting to look like some sort of sauce already. we'll see. Chuck that somewhere. Hell, everything's doing, you know, reasonably well. Hell's some good gravy coming on in there. We'll chuck the parsnips in another tray with some lard and some brown sugar. Gotta have some brown sugar. That's gonna make me feel alright. Take the meat off for now. That's reasonably well cooked. And put the parsnips in its place. Now, unfortunately, the stove has run out of fuel, so we can't have Brussels sprouts. Boo-hoo. But we can still have our cabbage, because what we're going to do is get another tray, some more lard. Well, we might as well just use what's left. Oops. Some more brown sugar. Some vinegar. And make some weird sauerkraut, sour lettuce dish. I mean, you're supposed to use red cabbage, I don't know. Well, sour cabbage, whatever. At least I don't know. We're just going to make something. Chuck that in there. Look at that. There we go, look. Well, here we go. Look, everything's cooking away nicely. Just wait for it to finish now. Them taters look sort of roasted, some of them. Does look very saucy. I suppose if we had some red wine to that cabbage, it sort of turn into red cabbage. Fuck it. And we'll add some to the meat as well. Well, I'm going to say that this is about as ready as it's ever going to be, so let's get it plated in. Well, here we go, look. Christmas dinner for a sad bastard that lives on their own. Right, we'll start with a roast tater. Looks alright. Try some bread sauce. Tastes like bread and lard. Oh yeah, what's this stuff? Well, I feel absolutely stuffed. That was, well, it was shit, but still, it was a Christmas dinner. You know, people go on about these fancy detox diets to cleanse all the toxins out of your body. I'll tell you something, after eating this, your toilet bowl is going to look like Nagasaki in August 1945. You're not going to have time now to be depressed and lonely over Christmas. You're just going to be worried about if you can make it to the shithouse in time. Right, shit, you know, I've just come back in the office and even Facebook thinks I'm a fucking loser now for cooking such a sad meal, because I've just had a message pop up on the screen saying, "We're concerned about you, are you okay? Do you want to message someone?" No, fuck off. Anyway, we've got one more thing to take care of. Listen, it's nothing personal, it's just the way it's gotta be.
I'm gonna go down Queen Street, find a Thai girl, all up both knackers though she ain't real clean. Well, she smells like potted shrimp, must be near the sea, and a girl under 18 stone in Morecambe Bay.